toilet,
Yes.
according to you.
Okay.
Go ahead.
At that point, he had left the apartment, and I had gone out to the car with him. And I had sat...
Just a sec. So he flushes the phone down the toilet, and then you followed him outside?
Yes.
Why?
Because we were trying to... Well, actually, I was trying to work things out. I was trying to talk to the defendant.
So you're trying to talk to him even though he's drunk?
Well, yes.
He was leaving the house to leave?
Yes.
And you didn't want him to leave?
No.
Go ahead.
Okay, so he proceeded to the driver's side of the vehicle. He had sat in. I had sat in the passenger side. That is when he walked around to my side, hit me in my mouth right here. And I said, I think my tooth is loose. And I felt it, and I wiggled it, and it was loose.
Okay. Now, after January 4th, did you continue to live together?
We were, yes, but...
The answer is either yes or no.
Yes.
Until when did you live together?
It was about 3 months later that I finally moved out. We had been separated.
I'm asking you, how much after January 4th did you live together?
For approximately 3 months. It was actually at the end of March, I believe.
And when you were living together from January 4th until the end of March, did you share a bedroom?
Well, actually, I slept on the couch a few nights, and I stayed at a friend's house.
You're playing with words with me, and I don't like it. I asked you if you shared a bedroom together, and you said, well, actually, I stayed at a friend a few nights. Now, what does that mean? Does that mean that either you lived together, but a couple of nights you slept out at a friend's?
Well, that was my place of residence. I had all of my belongings there, except for overnighters. We were not sharing a bed, Your Honor. From
January 4th to the end of March, you did not share a home together.
Well,
did not share a bed together, did not sleep together. Is that what you're telling me?
I had slept in the bed a couple of nights, yes. We were not talking to each other.
From January 4th to the end of March, you're telling me that you
were not talking to each
you
other.
were not speaking to each other, but living in the same home. Is that what you're telling me?
Yes, we were living there.
Now, what happened the end of March?
Well, I had felt some discomfort in the back of my tooth because I had a tongue piercing, and I thought it was because of the piercing that was making my tooth hurt. And on April 4th, it had hurt really bad, and I put a napkin back there, and it was bleeding. So I went to the dentist, and that's when they took x-rays and told me my bone was gone.
Yes.
And I have a letter from the dentist here stating that a tooth had to be extracted because there's 2 reasons. One is periodontal disease.
I'll take a look at the...
Okay.
Is that part of your medical record?
Yes, this is...
Well, let me take a look at it.
My medical records are behind the letter from the dentist.
Did you take your tongue ring out?
Yes, I did. I had to.
When did you take your tongue ring out?
I took it out actually a month after. It was in February. Sometime I had to take it out because I was having a lot of discomfort in the back of my tooth. I thought it had been because of the tongue ring itself.
No, maybe it was.
It turned out it wasn't.
Well, I don't know. How do I know that? Anyway, let me hear, Mr. Rios, your version of the events of the 4th of January, 2003.
Okay, Your Honor, to begin with, this girl has a lot of problems, and I try to deal with it.
I'm not interested in her problems, Mr. Rios. I'm not a therapist. I am a judge. Okay. I want to know what happened on January 4th, sir.
We bickered, but there was never nothing like that. I tried to leave the apartment because she got violent with me.
On January 4th?
I tried to hide in the bathroom first.
Let's go slowly.
Okay.
January 4th.
Okay, we went to a holiday party, and we both been drinking. We came home, we bickered, and Linda got a little bit heavy with me. She cornered me and was like, you're not going nowhere, you know, we're going to argue, and I'm like, I don't want to argue. Let me go in the bathroom, take a shower, we'll calm down, it'll be fine. No. She shoved her way in, locked me in. I said, whoa. I said, you need to let me go. She goes, what? She goes, I have my phone. She goes, I'll call the cops if you leave. So I took the phone, I flushed it. I'm like, no. I'm like, I am leaving. I said, you're freaking me out. She would not let me leave. She held me against my will. I finally got out of the bathroom and left the apartment because of that.
So on January 4th, you tried to leave.
I made it out. I got in my car. She forced her way in my car, kicking my door, ripping the door open. And
which door?
The driver's side.
Were you in the car already?
Yeah. She jumped in the car and attacked me in the car.
Jumped in on whose side?
On my side. She opened the door and jumped in.
On the driver's side?
Right. So I proceeded to get out the passenger side door. We got out of the car. We talked for a moment. I had to leave. I got in my car and I left. And then I'm the one who ended up moving out first. I paid the month's rent. I said, you know what? I can't be with you anymore. I can't handle your anger and your rages that you go through. And my witnesses helped me move.
Put your hand down.
The following day, 5 a.m., I called my friend. I said, I need you to help me move. This girl's really lost it. I need to get out right now. By the time Miss Big got home in the evening, I was gone.
Has trumped up the charge.
Well, let me ask you a question, Joe. She said that you lived together till the end of March.
Oh, we shared a bed, definitely. I don't know why she's sitting there acting
no,
like we
just
did.
a minute. Did she live with you until the end of March?
Well, you know, I love her. I loved her. I want to make it work.
So you went back?
Yeah.
And how long did you stay together after you moved back?
April. I moved out.
Okay.
I had enough.
Did you have an argument in April?
She just came home one day. I was cleaning the apartment, and she started going off on me. I'm like, you know what? That's it. Breaking point. I don't want to go through this again. The cycle was beginning all over again to where she was going to get violent with me. I don't want nothing to do with it. I told her straight up. I said, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm sorry.
So that you left either the end of March or the beginning of April?
It was around April, around that time.
Okay. Do you have anything to add to this?
Yes, Your Honor. I just wanted to state that my daughter had no pre-existing dental condition prior to.
Of course she did. She had a tongue ring.
Dental, Your Honor? I'm sorry.
She had a tongue ring. Well, tongue ring isn't her mouth, is it not?
I was telling
That they play like this.
No problems with her teeth. No problem with her teeth, Your Honor. As far as the rages, I've raised her for 18 years. There's never been any sign of rage. She's
Well,
never
I'm
been
telling you this right now, sir. She had a problem on the night of January 4th, 2003. And I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
Because he went to leave the house to get away from her. She wasn't finished talking to him yet. Do you understand? If she were frightened of him, as she seemed to indicate at the beginning, that he flushed her phone down the toilet, and she was going to call the police, then what you do is when he gets into his car to leave, you say, thank God he's leaving. Now I can call the police and change the locks. Instead, she followed him outside and continued the confrontation.
Right.
Do you understand that?
I can understand
Good.
that from a mature woman, but this is her first relationship. She's very naive. He took advantage of her. And also, as a man, I don't think there's ever an excuse for a man to strike a woman.
I don't think he did.
Okay.
I don't think he did. I'm
Okay.
telling you.
Okay.
I'm telling you that I don't think he did.
So the dental report that there's two instances where it could cause that type of damage to her tooth, you're disputing it, I'm saying?
No, sir. I
Okay.
think that it's very possible that she got hit in the mouth or that she had some trauma to the tooth at some point.
Okay.
I don't believe that he hit her in the mouth, causing that trauma.
Why would that be, Your Honor? I'm just inquiring.
Why would that be?
Yes.
Very, very easy, sir. Not that I have to answer your questions.
No, I'm just-
because your daughter precipitated whatever problem there was on January 4th. He was trying to extricate himself from what was potentially a volatile situation, and she would not let him do it. So I discount what she's saying to me
May I ask
as
you
to the court. No, you may not. You weren't there. You're asking me, and
I was
I'm
gonna
giving you
answer.
the courtesy of an explanation of what I'm thinking. And what I'm thinking was, if someone is afraid that someone is violent, then when they leave, they don't follow them outside to continue the confrontation. And then not see a dentist for 3 months when she says, I think my tooth is loose. Not see a dentist for 3 months, but wait until after he leaves and says, I've had it. Then she goes to the dentist.
That's when the tooth died, Your Honor. It caused extreme pain.
Did you hear what I said?
Yes, Your Honor.
Good. That's the reason why, sir. Your daughter is not naive, and if you were involved in her upbringing, and if she called you on January 4th and said, Rios hit me in the mouth,
If she had, Your Honor, that's correct.
then you would have said, then you get yourself home, girl. You don't stay with him one more second.
I had not.
Instead, she shared a bed with him January, February, and March. Can't help you. Case is dismissed. That's all.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
What you did?
I don't want her anywhere near me. She's violent, and I don't want no one like that in my life.
If I knew about this earlier, I would invite him and a couple friends to come over, and then we'd talk about it.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Pagan versus Whetstone, step forward, please.
Machine operator Demetrio Pagan Jr. is suing his neighbor, alarm company owner Chuck Whetstone, for the cost to repair his car. Demetrio says his daughter's boyfriend had to jump on the roof when Chuck's German Shepherd chased him.
Mr. Whetstone, what kind of a dog do you have, sir?
German Shepherd,
How old is this German Shepherd?
15 months.
Mr. Pagan.
Yes, ma'am.
On what date did your daughter's boyfriend jump on your car?
April 11th.
So the dog at that time was a little over a year old, is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it is your claim that this young man, who is how big? How tall are you, sir?
6'3".
6'3". Are you still growing?
No.
Who was 6'3" tall, jumped on the hood of your brand new car.
Yes, ma'am.
To get away from Mr. Whetstone's German Shepherd.
Yes, ma'am.
Which had gotten loose. Mr. Whetstone's defense is, it was just a puppy. Right?
Yes, ma'am.
When this puppy was a year old, how much did he weigh?
68 pounds.
Okay. 68 pounds, and if it's a German Shepherd, that is pure muscle. No flab, right?
Real cases, real people. Judge Judy. Demetrio Pagan Jr. claims neighbor Chuck Whetstone owes for the cost to repair his car roof.
Step up. Tell me your name.
Roland Miller.
How old are you, Roland?
20.
Are you afraid of dogs?
Yes.
All dogs or just big ones? No flab,
Big
right?
ones.
Tell
Real
me
cases,
what
real
happened on
people.
April 11th.
Judge
Tell me
Judy.
where you were.
Well, I was standing at the end of the driveway.
Demetrio Pagan Jr.
Justinian
claims
and her
neighbor
cousin.
Chuck
It was like at the beginning
Demetrio
of the driveway
Pagan
where the
Jr.
garage
claims
was,
neighbor
and they
Chuck
started running
Whetstone
inside the
owes for
garage.
the cost to
I turned
repair
around and
his
looked,
car
and I seen
roof.
this dog just coming across
Step
the
up.
yard. And so I ran in the house,
Tell
but
me your
they
name.
closed the door already, so I didn't have no choice.
So they ran How in the old are you, house and Roland?
Oh,
closed the
20.
door on you? Are you
No.
afraid of dogs?
Yes. They ran inside the
All
garage,
dogs
just
or
the
just
door
big
inside
ones?
the
No
garage.
flab, right?
They ran in and
Tell me
closed the door.
what happened
I
on
had
April
to
11th.
run
Tell
to
me
the
where you were.
door. Well, I was standing
Demetrio.
late at the end of the driveway. The
Demetrio.
car yard is the closest thing.
So
and I ran in the house.
Tell me your
They
name.
closed the door. Someone came in and I had no choice.
So they ran in the house and closed the door on you? Coming
No.
across the yard?
Yes. They ran inside the
All
garage,
dogs
the
or
door
just
inside
big
the
ones?
garage.
No flab,
They
dog,
ran
get out.
in,
Tell me
closed the door.
what
son was
happened on
taken in
April
from the
11th.
house
Tell me
to
where
the,
you were. This is
Well, I was
son.
standing late at the end of the
Actually,
driveway.
this is
The car
my
yard
younger
is the
brother.
closest thing.
So
So
we're
I
all
ran in the house.
Tell me your name.
Someone came in and I had no choice.
So they ran in the house and closed the door on you? Coming across the yard?
Yes. They
Mr.
ran
Dog,
inside the
get out. All
garage,
dogs
the
or
door
just
inside
big
the
ones? No
garage.
flab, dog, get out.
And
Tell me what happened on April 11th. Tell me where you were. This is son.
Younger brother.
So I ran in the house.
Tell me your name.
And my dog got away
So
from
they
me.
ran in the house and closed the door on you? Coming across the yard?
They
Mr.
ran
Dog,
inside the
get out.
garage, the door inside the
No flab,
garage.
dog, get out. Tell me what happened on April 11th. Tell me where you were. This is son chasing after that knows at least in my mind. Tell me your name. So they ran in the house and closed the door on you? Coming across the yard? Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. This is son chasing after that knows at least in my mind. Tell me your name. They ran in the house and closed the door on you? I asked you. Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. How are you, son chasing after that? Nico. My mind. Nico. Get away from those. They ran in the house and closed the door on you? I asked you. Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. Nico. How are you, son chasing after that? Nico. My mind. Nico. Get away from those. They ran in the house and closed the door on you? I asked you. Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. Nico. How are you, son chasing after that? Nico. My mind. Nico. Get away from those. They ran in the house and closed the door on you? I asked you. Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. Nico. How are you, son chasing after that? Nico. My mind. Nico. Get away from those. They ran in the house and closed the door on you? I asked you. Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. Nico. How are you, son chasing after that? Nico. My mind. Nico. They ran in the house and closed the door on you? I asked you. Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. Nico. How are you, son chasing after that? Nico. My mind. Nico. They ran in the house and closed the door on you? I asked you. Show me. Mr. Dog, get out. Give me consent. No flab, dog, get out. Tell me what happened. Nico. How are you, son chasing after that? Nico. My mind. That is subjective. This is son. Looks like a nice enough gentleman.
Yeah.
Does he look as if he's special enough to start a war over?
I'm not a real good judge on guys. What do you think?
I wouldn't start a war over any of them.
There you go.
Oh. Aren't you humiliated? Before we even start, are you a nice girl?
Very.
And you?
Yes,
Think you're a nice girl?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you work?
Yes, I do.
That was a big pause there. What does that mean, a big pause?
I work 25 miles away from home, and I go.
What do you do?
I'm a phlebotomist.
Okay, which means you take,
Blood.
and you work for a laboratory?
Yes, ma'am.
How long have you been working for the laboratory?
A year and a half.
And what do you do for a living, Miss Franklin?
I work at AT&T Wireless.
How long have you been working for AT&T?
A year and a half.
Smart, both in this terrible economy, both have good jobs, beautiful looking. What does he do?
Nothing.
No.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just
a second. Just asking.
she wouldn't
No,
know.
just a second. I just want to know.
Yeah.
She said nothing. What does he do?
He's an administrative assistant.
And how many days a week does he work?
Can I interrupt, please?
Right now.
No, I'm going to get an answer.
Okay.
I'm going to get an answer. Come on.
Actually, I'm going to take that back. She got him fired.
Thank you.
So the answer is he's not working.
He's not. He's
All right.
He's searching. He's searching really hard.
What I'm saying is he may not be a bad guy, but you are two nice, clearly responsible, hardworking, diligent young women who you claim she keyed your car over Prince Charming. She says you slashed her tires over Prince Charming.
Prince Charming cannot pay my bills.
Just a second. Don't jump up and down.
Sorry.
Stay still. You're making me seasick.
I'm sorry.
Miss Hunter,
Yes, ma'am.
tell me when Miss Franklin keyed your car.
It was the weekend of Memorial Day.
And how do you know that she keyed your car?
I got 2 witnesses here that saw her do it. Firstly, I just want to set up the situation. She came ringing the doorbell at 4 o'clock in the morning. It's not the first time.
He used to be your boyfriend.
Yes, used to be.
I broke up with him in May. He
Okay.
proposed to me in May. I told him no.
Okay. So she came to your house in the morning
And she kept ringing the doorbell. This is according to my witness, because we were both asleep naturally, like any normal person should be asleep at 4 o'clock in the morning. Brian Matlock, he assumed that it was me because when my witness and I came in, he was on the couch sleeping.
You all live together?
No. I actually have a friend, Justin, who rents out a room to Kevin here. I've only known these people for about 8 months. And what happened was I was sleeping on the couch, and I was rudely woken to a doorbell ringing about 30 times. I looked at the people and mistaked it for Shauna and let her in, and I believed it was Shauna at the time, and I just went and laid down because she walked right to Kevin's room.
And it was this young lady?
This young lady.
Now, what were you doing there 5 o'clock in the morning? Shh! What were you doing there 5 o'clock in the morning?
I was not there at 5
You think
o'clock
he's
in the morning.
lying?
I don't even know this guy, to be
I
honest.
don't know her, but I knew her after all the
never
lights
seen him.
came on.
I've never seen him. Never seen this guy. He does not live at that residence.
He didn't say he was living. He was sleeping on the couch.
I've never seen him there.
Okay, go ahead. So you let her in, and what happened?
I let her in, and it escalated into an argument which carried out to the driveway. I, at that point, followed to make sure there was no fighting or anything at that point. I asked her to leave and told her that I was going to call the police. She told me, mind your own business, white boy, and keyed up the side of her vehicle.
And you saw that?
I watched every bit of it.
And you say that never happened?
That never happened.
Okay, good. Now, this happened the early morning of May 24th, according to your complaint.
Yes, ma'am.
Then you say, after work on May 24th, something happened with your car, right? Let me hear what happened with your car.
Kevin came to my house. He called me on May 24th and asked
Kevin,
me,
that's him.
Yeah, that's him. He asked me to marry him. Let's go to Reno. I came up with some lame excuses. I told Kevin I was sick, I was tired, and my hair was not done. We got into a little argument. No, it sounds funny, but I did. The second time we were supposed to get married, we were on our way to Reno, got halfway there,
I don't
and
care about the second
broke
time.
up. Well, anyways, the 24th, when he came over to my house, we got into a little argument because I did not want to get married to him. He left, called me 2:20 in the morning. He said he was downtown at a jazz festival. Can he come over? I told him no, I was already in bed to sleep. That afternoon, I went to work at 2 o'clock. Got an email sent out to the whole call center and asked at 4 o'clock, is there anyone that drive a white Honda Accord? And I responded to that email. They said, because there's somebody outside in the parking lot slashing your tires.
Don't, you're banging on the table. It's irritating.
Somebody's in the parking lot slashing at your tires.
Do you have any witnesses who saw her do it?
I do have a witness. Chrissy Sims is the witness.
Okay.
I also have
Step up.
Police report for another witness, but she couldn't make it. She had surgery.
Would you get the police report? I want to take a look at it. Sure. Chrissy, you have a last name?
Sims.
Who do you work for?
I work for AT&T Wireless also.
Did you witness Miss Hunter slashing Miss Franklin's tires?
Yes, Your Honor, I did.
And when was that?
It was on May 25th. It was around 3:30, 4 o'clock, because that's when I normally take my lunch break, and I was in our lunchroom. And I was just looking outside, and I saw a car parked behind her car, like slanted. And then I saw her get out the car, and you could tell she was up to something because of the way she was parked. So I saw her get out the car and go over to her tires and just kneel down and slash. She kept moving her arm back and forth.
Judge Judy, Javon Franklin keyed her car. Javon says Shauna slashed her tires.
Okay, I'm ready.
Your Honor, I'll tell you, I don't need a witness here. I slashed her tires. I'm willing to pay for her tires because I was enraged the next morning to find my brand new car.
Perfect.
Scratched. And you know, on top of that, come to find out that this gentleman bought her tires. There was only one security guard outside. He came and chased me. That's when I hopped in my car and I ran off.
Just a second. How much were the tires?
The tires are $300.
Well, let me have an estimate.
I didn't even bring that, to be honest. I left that at home.
Well, where did you think you were coming today? I need an estimate for tires. She has a check here for $50.
Who paid for that and where?
Well, I don't know.
Kevin bought them for $25 each.
Oh.
Is that right?
That's correct.
She has 15-inch rims on her tires. I looked down and they were bald.
It doesn't make any difference. I have here $975 is what you're suing for. Damages to the car, towing expenses, lost wages, and harassment.
Correct.
Okay. And how many tires were slashed?
It was 2.
Bird, I know nothing about tires. I know that they make the world go round. Can you get a tire for $100?
Can you buy one tire for $100? Yeah, you can buy one tire for $100.
Is that a good tire?
That's a real good tire.
What's an average price tire for a Honda Accord?
And they're 17-inch.
Maybe $75 a piece.
Good. All right. Now, how much did you pay for the towing of your car?
The towing was only $65.
And what kind of lost wages are you talking about?
2 days of work missed.
Why did you miss 2 days of work?
I just didn't have the money to get my tires fixed. When I got it towed, I had it towed to my house. I didn't have any transportation, so
right.
The only transportation I had was to go get my car.
Take a bus and leave the driving to us. Okay, now, I want to see pictures of the scratches to your car.
By the way, she scratched it 2 times on 2 separate occasions.
You have an estimate on painting it?
Yes, ma'am.
There isn't much of a question in my mind that Miss Franklin keyed your car. She certainly acknowledged the fact that she slashed your tires because she was angry.
Your Honor, I did not key her car. Yeah. I would like to take a lie detective test if that's possible.
Okay. Anyway, that's my finding, and I think that you two ladies should just cool it.
I agree. Totally.
And it's going to cost you some money to fix your car, and I'm going to do a set-off because I have a claim and I have a counterclaim, and after I did all the math, although you have a claim for some $1,100 for the painting of your car, you're going to get $785 because I have deducted what I believe is the cost of the tires and the towing. Judgment for the plaintiff, the amount of $785. That's all.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
She's more than welcome to have me. She's actually doing me a favor.
As soon as she moves on with herself, the better off she'll be.
He said, I hurt his heart for the last time, and I will pay for this.
We were doing just fine until she came back around, just causing trouble, knocking on the door at 3 o'clock in the morning when nobody wants her there.
This is my payback. It's cute.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Scott versus Butler. Step forward, please.
22-year-old homemaker Shalisha Scott is suing her ex-boyfriend, 26-year-old cook Jermaine Butler, for claiming her children on his tax return. Jermaine is countersuing for car damage, stolen clothes, and an assault.
Ms. Scott, you and Mr. Butler live together, according to what I've read. You have a child?
Yes.
Not together.
Not together. How old is your child?
My daughter is 22 months old.
Do you also have a niece that's living with you?
Well, she was in my care previously in 2002.
How old is she?
She's 4 years old.
Why was she in your care?
Just temporarily, just to take care of her.
I asked you a direct question. You have a niece. Is this your sister's child?
Yes.
Was your sister not in a position to take care of her?
No. She just needed some assistance, and I helped her.
Does your sister have any other children?
Yes.
How old are her other children?
She has a 10-year-old, an 8-year-old, a 5-year-old, a 4-year-old, and a 3-month-old.
Was this the only child that was out of her custody? Were they all out of her custody?
No. There wasn't out of her custody at all. I just took care of her.
Miss Scott, according to your complaint, you lived with him, stopped living together. When he left, he took a computer and he took a car.
Yes.
You want the computer back and you want the car back.
Yes.
Those items, you say, were purchased with money that he received from his tax returns. You say he received that money from his tax returns because you allowed him to take your daughter and your niece as dependents on his tax returns. That's why I ask you these questions.
Oh.
So, do you understand?
Yes.
That's what you said in your complaint, that the only reason that these items were yours because you were taking care of a 22-month-old and a 4-year-old that year.
Yes.
So I assume you were not working.
No.
Is that right?
No, I wasn't working.
Right. So somebody was supporting you, your 22-month-old, and the 4-year-old. He says it was him because he was working.
When we got together, Jermaine didn't even have a job until...
I'm talking about the year we're talking about with his tax returns. He had to have had a job because he paid taxes and he got money back.
Me and him didn't get together till the end of 2002. So he didn't take care of my niece at all.
How long did you live together?
We lived together for about 7 months.
Who supported your 4-year-old niece?
I did during this time.
From what?
From about March to about August of 2002.
From what money?
Oh, just welfare, just taking care of her, period. Just having her there all the time, basically.
How did you support yourself before him?
I was on welfare, basically.
And your 22-month-old was on welfare?
Yes.
And the 4-year-old?
She was on her mother's welfare, yes.
Did you claim these 2 children on your tax returns?
Yes, I did.
Is that wrong?
Yes.
Of course it was wrong because we, as taxpayers, were paying for these children. And how much money did you get back as a result of claiming them on your tax returns?
Approximately $3,000.
$3,000 back. Now, but for these children, would you have gotten any money back?
Yes.
How much?
Maybe less than $1,000.
So let's say you got $2,000 back as a result of fraudulently claiming these 2 children on your tax returns. Is that right?
Yes, ma'am.
And it's your claim, Miss Scott, that you should be entitled to what you bought with this $2,000, because if it wasn't for you giving him the right to take your daughter and your niece off on your tax returns, he wouldn't have gotten this money back.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Because you didn't work during that time. The only money that you had was provided to you by the state.
Well, actually, in the beginning of 2002, I had a job. I worked.
Well, tell me about your job.
Yes, I was a dental, not a dental assistant. I worked at Wiener Stencil as a manager.
Okay. How long have you been on welfare?
I've been on welfare since September 2001.
And what year tax returns are we talking about?
2002's taxes.
Fine. Then let's not quibble. The state was supporting you and your daughter. That's the money we're talking about. The state was supporting you, and you had no right to let him claim your 22-month-old or your 4-year-old on his tax returns because the state was providing you with money.
Well,
so what you want me to
ID.
do is, well, he was wrong, 100% wrong. I hope the IRS watches it and comes back and says, you owe us this money because you're not entitled to take them as dependents. They're not your dependents. You are also not entitled to any part of $2,000.
Well, I know, but I'm just saying that was our agreement we came up with to make extra money. And
you came up with a scheme. You came up with a scheme with him. It was an interesting scheme. I'll give you the law very quickly, Miss Scott. The law says that in order to come into court and ask the court to help you, you have to come in with clean hands. If you come in with dirty hands, which means that you have to put your hand down, which means that you haven't done the right thing, you don't get the court's help.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Right. You and he came up with a scheme, and the scheme was to get money back from the government that you didn't deserve, because the government was supporting you, your daughter, and your niece, and as a result of your scheme with him, he got back an extra $2,000. And then you were going to split the proceeds. That's the agreement that you made with him. And your complaint is that he reneged on the agreement because with that money he bought a car and he bought a computer, and when he left, he took everything back with him.
No, we were in a relationship. So everything that was bought, we bought together. Jermaine was homeless before I met him, so I brought him in thinking that he was going to be an idle husband or a future husband because we were talking about getting married and everything. And I thought that we were going to build on something, but he decided after I became pregnant, everything started getting bad. And he decided to leave.
Your whole story. Listen to me carefully.
I'm just saying.
Listen to me carefully. You're not his wife. You are legally nothing to him. Who are you?
I'm her brother.
I don't want to hear from you. Let me think that at least one member of your family was not absent when they gave out the noodle department, okay? Do you understand? She doesn't get it. Your case is dismissed. You have a thing by permitting him to take two people as dependents who were not his dependents. He did the wrong thing. I'm speaking. He did the wrong thing. He ended up with a computer and, according to you, a car that he bought.
For me. That was my
That he bought partially from tax return refunds that he shouldn't have gotten, and the IRS may come back and get him. I don't know that. I know certainly you're not getting any money from him because you did the wrong thing. Goodbye, good luck, have a happy life, take your brother with you. I don't want to hear him, I don't want to look at him, I want him out of here.
Why y'all making the income tax the main thing?
Come back one second, bring him back 1 second.
Everybody back this way.
Just the plaintiff and the defendant, please. Thank you very much.
You two can step out, please. Thank you.
I'm looking at your papers, sir. Listen to me carefully. You have a counterclaim?
Yes.
It's dismissed.
Thank you. It wasn't right that I did claim the kids on my taxes.
I don't think that she was fair.
She stayed out all night long, supposed to be pregnant with my baby, but she gone all night.
He left me pregnant.
She could have been cheating around. I don't know. She saw I'm a good man and tried to use me.
I lost my baby due to all the confrontations me and him had.
Don't trust no girls. Don't live with them. Don't move in with them. Keep all your stuff yours.
Anybody don't believe men that tries to lure you and have you believing that he's going to be a good man because he's probably...
Aaron Riley for medical bills and pain and suffering due to a cat bite. Aaron says David has only himself to blame.
All rise. Quiet in the courtroom, please. All rise. Your Honor, this is case number 178 on the calendar in the matter of Ehrman versus Riley. Parties have been sworn in, Judge. You may be seated. Ladies have seats. Young man.
Mr. Ehrman.
Yes, ma'am.
I've read your complaint very carefully, sir, and what I gather happened was that you came across Miss Riley's cat.
That's correct.
That was somehow out on the street. You thought the cat was your cat. You have a cat that looks similar. You picked it up. You realized it was not your cat. You were holding onto the cat while your wife went to find out who the owner was. And the cat scratched and or bit you.
Correct.
Which eventually caused a serious infection in your arm, substantial medical bills.
Yes.
And you believe that Miss Riley should be responsible for all of your medical bills, your pain and suffering, and your lost income during this period of time. Miss Riley says you should not have picked up her cat. That's pretty much your defense. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. When did this happen, Mr. Ehrman?
Around April 9th of 2003, about 10 or 10:30 in the evening.
Where were you, sir?
I was in front of my apartment.
Where is your apartment?
I'm up on the hill, and Miss Riley's apartment's like down on the hill.
In what city?
Oh, I'm sorry, Mission Viejo, California.
So you're on top of the hill, she's at the bottom of the hill?
Yes.
Where was the cat?
The cat was probably about 100 to 120 feet away from my apartment.
What did the cat look like? You have a picture?
The cat looked almost identical to the picture that I have of my cat.
Can I see it?
And that's one of the reasons why I approached that cat, thinking that it was my cat.
Who were you with, sir?
I was with my wife.
So you picked up the cat?
Yes.
What did the cat And it was 10:30 at night, so it was dark. But once you picked up the cat, did you realize that the cat was not yours?
After I picked it up and had it in my arms, I noticed that the tag was slightly different than mine.
So the cat had a tag?
Yes.
What did the tag say?
It was a round tag, and it had Erin Riley's name on it, along with her phone number.
And what happened next, sir?
Once I discovered it was not my cat, I advised the wife to go ahead and contact Miss Riley, because it was late at night, and our community that we live in is infested with coyotes. And I was concerned for the safety of this cat because of all the coyotes.
So did your wife contact her?
Yes, my wife went upstairs and contacted her.
Step up. So far, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. What happened when you called Miss Riley, Mrs. Ehrman?
I informed Miss Riley that we spotted her cat, which looked similar to our cat. You know, do you want to come and obtain your cat? She said, okay, I'm on my way up. I informed my husband, she's on her way up. But our complex...
So you came outside after you spoke to her?
Correct.
And you went over to your husband. Your husband was still holding the cat?
Yes, he was.
And you said she's on her way?
I informed him he's on her way, and I was walking down the hill to escort her up.
When you called and said, we have your cat, did she say anything else to you?
Not much of anything, like, okay, where are you, and where's my cat?
Okay. And now when you went down, you found her and you brought her back up?
Correct.
What happened when you brought her back up?
We approached my husband, who now at this point had the cat on the ground. He showed to her what the cat had did as far as scratches goes and a bite on his finger and thumb. She informed us, oh my God, I cannot believe my cat did this. You know, my cat normally does not do stuff like this. So we explained to her, well, we'll clean it up. We wrapped the cat up in a towel and went to the car and drove her cat back down to her apartment.
So far, is that what happened?
Mm-hmm, exactly.
So there's no question that her cat bit and scratched you.
Correct.
Correct?
Mm-hmm.
After the bite occurred, I immediately poured out iodine, peroxide, alcohol, and all sorts of salves and wrapped up the wound. I kept monitoring it for the next 2 weeks, and it appeared to be healing on the outside. About 2 weeks later, my hand started getting swollen, and at that moment in time, I totally forgot about the cat bite. I was just trying to figure, okay, what's going on with my hand? And it got really, really sore. And the wife, pretty much ordered me to go to the emergency room, and which I did. And at that moment in time, they thought it was torn ligaments. They sent me over to a hand specialist. He saw signs of something else. He started poking around, and there was no pain in certain areas. And he started jogging my memory and saying what happened. And it just stumbled me again, like the cat bite. As soon as I said a cat bite happened, immediately he ordered me for an emergency MRI. He came in and saw the results and said, you're not going home. You're going to the emergency room now. And I go, what do you mean? And he explained to me that the infection went from the thumb, came down the palm, wrapped around my wrist, and was shooting up my arm. He said if I did not get immediate medical attention, I would have been dead in less than 2 weeks. So, of course, I contacted my wife, who escorted me to the hospital, and I was admitted for my first of 4 surgeries.
First of 4 surgeries?
First of 4, yes. And I have pictures of the actual stitches. They are double-sided.
Everything okay now?
I am going through physical therapy, yes, right now, and the progress is improving slowly, but it is getting better, yes.
Now, Mr. Ehrman, did you contact an attorney at any time?
Yes, I did, ma'am, and unfortunately, all the attorneys I contacted, when I stated that I lived in an apartment residence as well with Ms. Riley, they felt that unfortunately there was no assets to go after so that I can receive full compensation for what is due to me.
What do you do for a living, Ms. Riley?
I'm a programs coordinator for a nonprofit organization.
You have homeowners insurance?
No, I live in an apartment.
And Your Honor, when we move into the apartment community, they give us this big, thick packet. And one of the papers in here is regarding pets.
Can I see
and
it?
On this, I highlighted
you live
for
in the
you.
Same community?
Mm-hmm. We live in
And on it, it does state that the residents agree to be responsible for any and all damages caused by that pet while on that property.
Judge Judy continues up her cat.
Miss Riley, I've read your answer.
Mm-hmm.
I would like you to explain to me why you believe that you are in no way responsible for Mr. Ehrman's injury.
I don't think that he should have picked up the cat in the first place. I realize that my cat does look a lot like his cat, but my cat was hissing and very upset. I feel like he should have put it down. I feel like it wasn't his responsibility to save it from coyotes.
Okay. Does your cat have claws?
Yes.
So is your cat an indoor cat or an outdoor cat?
Indoor cat.
What was your cat doing out on the 9th of April?
It escaped at around 9:30. I actually went to go look for it for about an hour.
Escaped how?
It got out my patio door when I was cleaning.
Has that ever happened to you before?
No.
You mean your cat has never gotten out before?
No.
Is that what you're telling me?
No.
Is your cat registered with the county
No.
where you live?
No. It has its shots, and I have a shot record.
But the tag that the cat wears is not a registration tag, is that correct?
No, it's an identification.
What is the purpose of an identification tag, Miss Riley?
To call me and have me come pick the cat up.
If what?
If the cat gets out.
Right. You put the tag on the cat to encourage people, if they find your animal, to pick up the phone and call you in order to return your cat, correct?
Correct.
Well, that's what he did. He did no more than accept your invitation. If he picked up the cat and saw it wasn't his and just put it down, he wouldn't have gotten hurt. Isn't that right?
That's correct.
He was holding your cat, doing exactly what you wanted him to do, which was to call him. It was your invitation. Didn't you ever think of that?
I wasn't expecting my cat to get out.
Well, if you weren't expecting your cat to get out, then why did you put the collar on your cat with the tag and your telephone number on it?
Because my daughter put that tag on my cat. I don't know. I mean, in the case that it did
how old
get
is your
out.
daughter?
She's 9.
Madam, your daughter did not put the tag on the cat. Whose name is on the tag? Yours or your daughter's?
It's the cat's name.
What's the cat's name?
Cherry.
Does it have a last name?
No.
What name was on the tag?
Erin. I said Erin Riley and her phone number.
Oh, well, we replaced the tag. I'm sorry, I forgot. This was a while ago.
Whose name is Erin Riley?
My name.
So your daughter did not put your name and telephone number on. You put your name and telephone number on the tag and attached it to the cat. Right?
Yes.
Your Honor, let me make
What?
a statement. As far as her statement that she made earlier saying that the cats only got out once, unfortunately that is false.
Of course it's
brought
false.
witnesses with me as well that have seen the cat on the premises multiple times, especially near my apartment as well.
Is that you? Mm-hmm.
Both of them.
Tell me your name.
Shannon Ehrman. And yes, on multiple occasions, I have seen the cat right directly in front of our complex.
How do you know it was her cat and not his?
Because I seen the cat the
She
night
lives with
that it
us.
happened, prior to the incident that happened with him, that I saw the cat.
How many times prior to the evening of April 9th had you seen that cat?
Never.
So you never saw it before?
Never before.
After that night?
At least 2 more times after that.
After he was injured?
Correct.
Miss Riley, I want you to take a look at these and tell me if this is the agreement that you signed ultimately when you moved into your apartment.
Of course. Yes.
Well, then you agreed to be responsible, right? You saw his injuries, I assume.
No, I haven't.
Well, just show her the scars as a result of the injury. These are the photographs that were taken while they were stitched. You still have the cat, Miss Riley?
Yes, I do.
Miss Riley, your cat is responsible for the injury that Mr. Ehrman suffered. There isn't a question in my mind about that.
Okay.
I don't think that there's a question in your mind about it
No.
either. I think that the only issue is, do you bear responsibility? I think that by, A, allowing your cat to escape and having signed the agreement with your landlord that you would be responsible for any and all damage, you are in fact responsible. But more so, you encouraged people like Mr. Ehrman to act when you placed a tag on your cat that gave your name and your telephone number and said, please help me. If you find my cat that's gotten out, he did exactly what you told him to do. Judgment for the plaintiff in the amount of $5,000. That's all.
Thank you.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
I felt that I was getting nowhere and I had to pursue legal action for what little I could get to pay the enormous amount of medical bills.
I'm responsible, but once the cat scratched him, he should have dropped it. That's what I think.
And now the next case.
All parties in the matter of Eccles versus Fowler. Step forward, please.
Student Colette Eccles is suing her cousin, 23-year-old student Christy Fowler, for unpaid babysitting fees. Christy says Colette did a poor job.
Miss Eccles, you provided daycare for Miss Fowler's children.
Yes.
How old were her children?
4 and 6.
And when did you provide